Okay, we got this right triangle right here with angle L and this side right here that is of size A, which is a problem. And we're going to try to solve for all the trigonometric ratios, all six. And we're going to use our lovely friend SOHCAHTOA that sounds like a spell that if you say it too fast, um, will explode someone's head. Not that I want someone's head to be explode. Well, maybe just a little bit, but not like in real life. Okay, maybe just a little bit, but not like to any real person. I think. So let's find sine first. Sine. So sine is equal to sine of L would be equal to. Sorry, let me write that angle. Sine of L would be equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Now the opposite for this angle would be this one right here, 5, and the hypotenuse is this one, 5 over the square root of 41. Now let's find the reciprocal of sine, which is called cosecant, which is just written like this. Cosecant. Cosecant of L is equal to the reciprocal. In other words, h over hypotenuse over opposite. So we would just switch these. It would be square root of 41 over 5. Okay, well now let's find the cosine. The cosine, mate. Well, if we find the cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Now the adjacent for this is A. We don't know what A is. We don't know what A is. But we know what the hypotenuse is. And we're going to have to figure out and solve for A to figure out all the ratios. Okay, now let's find the reciprocal of cosine, which is called secant. Let me write it like this. Secant of L, I forgot to put the L here. Whatever, it's implied. Is going to be equal to the hypotenuse, the reciprocal of cosine, which is hypotenuse over adjacent, which is going to be equal to the square root of 41 over A. We still don't know what A is. We're going to have to solve for A. Now let's find tangent. So the tangent, we'll write it right here. The tangent of L, tangent is TOA, which means opposite over adjacent. So the opposite is this one right here, this 5, relative to this angle L right here, 5, and adjacent is A right here. We don't know what A is. Remember, we don't know what A is. Okay, now let's find the reciprocal of tangent. Well, tangent reciprocal is just going to be A over 5, or adjacent over opposite, and that's called the cotangent. Adjacent over the opposite. Okay. Now let's say, okay, well actually I got to give you something to be able to solve for A, because we got to solve for A to figure out all the ratios. Let's say that the cotangent is equal to, let's say, I'm not going to tell you outright, 16 cotangent of L is equal to 16 over 20. 16 over 20. So this thing is going to be equal to 16 over 20. Or let me write it down here. Yeah. So A over 5 is equal to 16 over 20. Now, we can simplify this by dividing both by 4. Dividing this one by 4. Because, 16 divided by 4 is 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So then this becomes A over 5 is equal to 4 over 5. Now I gave you this because I realized that you wouldn't be able to solve it unless I gave you this. And you multiply both sides by 5. Boop. Boop. These two cancel out. These two cancel out. We're left with a is equal to 4. So then we can replace all these a's with 4. And we have figured out all our trigonometric ratios, my friend. My good friend. Alright. Stay in school. Bye.